Join me as I take on the challenge of paying off my student loans in 2025 while juggling 2 remote jobs. I've got a story to share that's all about determination, hard work, and smart financial planning. My journey began with a goal to pay off my student loans in 2025. Sounds ambitious, right? I was determined to make it happen. I've been struggling with the thought of owing thousands of dollars for years, and I knew I wasn't alone. So, I started looking for a way to accelerate my payments. That's when I discovered the possibility of working 2 remote jobs. The idea seemed crazy at first, but I was desperate to get out of debt. I began applying to remote job openings, tailoring my resume and cover letter to showcase my skills. It wasn't easy, but I was driven by the thought of financial freedom. Before I dive into the details of my journey, let's talk about the burden of student loans. It's a weight that many graduates carry, affecting not just their finances but also their mental health. I've seen friends and family members struggle to make ends meet, and I knew I had to take control of my situation. The stress of debt can be overwhelming. You feel like you're drowning in interest payments, and it's hard to see a way out. I was there too, but I refused to give up. I started researching strategies for managing debt and looked for inspiration from others who had successfully paid off their loans. One of the most significant challenges is the feeling of being trapped. You're expected to make a certain lifestyle, but in reality, you're barely scraping by. I knew I had to break free from that cycle. I started exploring different career paths and side hustles that could help me increase my income. As I navigated the job market, I realized that many people are in the same boat. We're not just struggling with debt, we're also trying to build a life. I wanted to share my story to show that there's hope. You can take control of your finances and create a better future. I found my first remote job through a networking event, and it was a game changer. I was working as a freelancer, and it gave me the flexibility to take on another part-time job. My second job was as a virtual assistant, which complemented my freelance work perfectly. Balancing 2 jobs wasn't easy. There were days when I felt like I was burning out, but I kept my goal in mind. I used tools like calendars and to-do lists to stay organized and focused. Time management became my best friend. It wasn't just about working hard, it was also about working smart. I had to prioritize my tasks, avoid distractions, and make the most of my time. There were moments when I doubted myself, but I kept pushing forward. The extra income from my second job was a significant boost to my loan payments. I was able to put more money towards my debt, and it felt amazing. I started to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then, something amazing happened. I realized I could pay off my loans faster than I expected. It was a surreal moment. I had been working towards this goal for so long, and suddenly it was within reach. The feeling of accomplishment was indescribable. I had done it. I had paid off my student loans in 2025, working 2 remote jobs. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. My journey taught me the importance of determination and planning. You can achieve financial success, no matter what your situation is. It's not just about paying off debt, it's about creating a better life for yourself. If you're struggling with student loans, I want to hear from you. Share your story in the comments below, and let's support each other on this journey to financial freedom. And if you're looking for more tips on managing your finances, check out my next video on smart financial strategies.